Wednesday, Congress, including your current Congressman Glenn Thompson, voted to approve a new version of this massive tax bill you've probably been hearing a lot about. They rammed this thing through Congress with almost no public input, and it's easy to understand why. This bill will contribute massively to the already huge income inequality in the United States. It gives massive corporations and the richest 1% of Americans a massive tax cut that they absolutely don't need, while taking away tax deductions that the middle class has already come to rely on. 2/3 of these benefits go to the wealthiest 20% of Americans, and the inequality actually gets worse over time. 10 years from now, 83% of the tax cuts will go to the billionaires in the top 1%. It's criminal, and they don't care. They used to pretend to care about the working class people in our district, but now they've taken the mask off. This massive kickback to rich and powerful individuals and corporations is also going to add nearly $2 trillion to the debt. Paul Ryan is already preparing to use this as an excuse to slash Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, disability insurance, and food stamps in 2018. He said as much on a talk radio show 2 weeks ago. We're going to have to get back next year at entitlement reform, which is how you tackle the debt and the deficit. Pat Toomey also said something similar on the Senate floor. When Bernie Sanders challenged him to promise that these tax cuts wouldn't mean cuts to Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security, he flat out admitted they were going to cut those programs as their next step. Those are programs that you and I have already been paying into our entire working lives. Congress can manage to find $2 trillion to hand back to the rich and powerful donors who control them, but they can't seem to find the money to fund CHIP, the Children's Health Insurance Program, that provides essential health coverage to 9 million children and pregnant women in this country, including 350,000 here in Pennsylvania. Congress left for its holiday break without providing long-term funding for CHIP. It's absolutely evil and deeply immoral to cut health insurance for millions of vulnerable children just to give extra kickbacks to the ultra-wealthy. We're dealing with record levels of income-wealth inequality in the United States. A few weeks ago, a United Nations official touring America warned that Congress's far-right agenda, take from the poor, give to the rich, will help stake out America's bid to become the most unequal society in the world, and will turn the U.S. into world champions of extreme inequality. Let me be clear. We are the wealthiest country in the history of the world, and this agenda is extremely dangerous and morally unacceptable. We should be raising taxes on the middle class so that they're paying their fair share, not slashing benefits for older and lower income Americans so that more of our wealth can be given to billionaires. Glenn Thompson is supposed to be representing you, the people of Pennsylvania's 5th Congressional District. We don't have a whole lot of billionaires here, so why is he voting for them? We do have a whole lot of working class folks here who are struggling to make a living. Why won't he listen to you? I'm running for Congress to put a stop to rising inequality and to give the working class people in our district the representation they need.